Think about the last time you ran as fast as you could. Your heart is pounding, your legs are moving, and you're gasping for air. But where exactly does your body get the energy for that effort? The food you eat is converted into glucose, which acts as the primary fuel source for all of your cells. Just like a motorcycle requires petrol to run its engine, your body requires this biological fuel to function. Breathing is simply the physical action of taking in air. When you inhale, you are filling your lungs with oxygen. But breathing alone doesn't give you energy. We have to look closer at your biological machinery to see how that fuel and oxygen are actually used. That energy production happens deep inside you, within millions of microscopic factories. This internal process is called cellular respiration. Air travels through your nostrils, down your trachea, and into your lungs. Inside, it branches into tiny sacs called alveoli. Here, diffusion occurs. Oxygen moves across the thin wall into the bloodstream, while carbon dioxide moves out to be exhaled. Now that the oxygen is in the blood, your circulatory system acts like a massive highway, transporting these deliveries to every single cell in your body. At this point, the respiratory system has completed its part of the journey. The lungs have handled the supply chain, and oxygen has reached the cells for chemical conversion. Let's zoom deep inside a single human cell. Here, we find the specific machinery responsible for generating power, a bean-shaped structure called the mitochondria. The mitochondria mixes oxygen from your blood with glucose from your food. A chemical reaction breaks them apart, releasing biological energy called ATP, your body's fuel. It also produces carbon dioxide and water, shipped back to your lungs to be exhaled. This chemical manufacturing process, taking glucose and oxygen to create energy, is what we call respiration. Without this chemical reaction inside your mitochondria, the food you eat remains unusable. This process provides the fuel needed for every movement your body makes. But what happens during extreme exercise? When sprinting at full speed, your lungs may not deliver oxygen fast enough to meet the high demand. Cells initiate an emergency protocol. Normal aerobic respiration uses oxygen to create 36 to 38 units of ATP. When oxygen runs low, cells switch to an anaerobic backup, producing only 2 units of ATP and a byproduct called lactic acid. As you keep pushing yourself, that lactic acid pools in your muscles. This buildup causes the painful muscle cramps you feel after a hard run. While this anaerobic backup can help during an emergency, it is a short-term solution. Your body is designed to run on the much more efficient oxygen-rich aerobic system. The most important distinction to remember for biology is that breathing and respiration are different processes. Breathing is the physical ventilation of your body, moving air into and out of your lungs. But respiration is the chemical process running inside your cells, converting nutrients into a form of energy your body can actually use. These two processes work together. Every breath you take is a delivery mission, bringing the oxygen needed to keep billions of cellular engines running. Now, when you feel your chest rising and falling, you know exactly how that air is being used to power your body. Here is a quick summary of the key terms to help you remember the difference.